Well, good morning folks, welcome back and welcome to a very sunny Portsmouth. I thought I'd give you guys a quick update on what's been happening. So last time we spoke we left Norway, didn't we? That was back in June. No, it was April, wasn't it? My god, time flies. Yeah, so the last time we spoke was a very horrendous and horrific journey back through Denmark from Norway, just getting off the ferry back in April. All manner of weathers, wasn't it? Had a cracking time in Whisflith, coming back through Germany, that was brilliant, absolutely cracking. Then it was the horrendous Antwerp ring road and getting lost and having to stay at the Campanile in just outside of Antwerp. I managed to do Ypres and then managed to get the Channel Tunnel back from Calais back through to Portsmouth, and then I got a flight back to Norway ready for the move with the whole family back to the UK. I think it was about the June the 20th. Myself and my wife took our Black Labrador Milo, pretty much the same route as what I did on the bike, but not doing all the little villages. The plan today is to leave Portsmouth, head up to Lumie's Motor Cafe just to go get something to eat, and then head up to Shrewsbury. More on that in a bit. Yeah, so me and my wife and the dog, we drove all the way back through Europe, so that was back in June. What we did was, in March and April, because we didn't have anywhere to live when we came back from Norway, we bought a house off plan. It saved lots of flights getting back to the UK to go and view properties, so we bought a brand new build in Shrewsbury. Gorgeous part of the world, right on the Welsh borders, good for the motorbike, good for getting out. And then that was finally completed about 2-3 weeks ago. Wait there. Just heading up now to Portsdown Hill where Mick's Monsterbergen is up there. That's a good little biker hangout, some good views down from Pompey up the top of the hill. So what we did was we bought a house off plan, and that didn't complete until about 3 weeks ago. So we've been pretty much living out of suitcases. It's been absolutely horrendous. Been living out of suitcases since June. We've had a suitcase for me and the wife and a suitcase for the boys, and we've pretty much done Holiday Inn Express, hotels, B&Bs, and then luckily a friend of my wife's mother lived in Shrewsbury. He found out about our plight of living out of suitcases, and he said, that's daft. You know, you're waiting for your house in Shrewsbury, I only live up the road, why don't you live in my house? Right, so we're at the top of the hill now in Pompey, and we're heading down through Southwark, and we're going to hit the A32. The downside to living in Shrewsbury was we're still living out of cases, because our furniture was still in storage on the removals because we didn't have a place to unload our furniture. So all our household belongings were just in containers in storage at the removal firm, and we only got that back 2 weeks ago. I met up with Mr. Chip Murphy, the engineer. He's on YouTube, check him out. And he was saying what a rigmarole it was to try and get his bikes imported in from Saudi. I was hoping that I didn't have the same laws coming back from Norway, and do you know what, it was very, very, very simple and very, very easy. Yeah, it's very simple to import the, well, I say very simple, it is a bit of paperwork. Anyway, this is what I did. First of all, I had to go on the DVLA website, and I had to tell them that I wish to re-import, not import a new vehicle, but re-import an old vehicle that was previously registered in the UK. Then they sent me an online form which I had to fill out. I had to tell them the date that I wish to enter the UK. I also then had to let Inland Revenue know, HM Customs, that I was importing or re-importing a used motorbike that was previously registered in the UK. I had to supply previous proof of insurance. I had to, you know, pretty much prove that the bike used to be a UK vehicle so that I wasn't dodging any tax. Then they sent me what's called a Nova, and the Nova pretty much is a declaration to say, yeah, we're happy, you don't need to pay any tax on this vehicle. And then what you do with the Nova is you include that into the application then for registration for the bike. So you have to reapply then for registration for the bike with the DVLA. First of all though, you have to get it MOT'd. Now to get it MOT'd, I was on Norwegian plate. The only way around that is to get it MOT'd on the VIN number. So a word of warning, if you're doing that before, make sure that you've got adequate insurance before you bring it back into the UK. Luckily I was with Gjensidige, which is a Norwegian insurance company. So then I took that proof of insurance and I included that with my MOT, my Nova, and then I posted that off to the DVLA. And then within pretty much, I'd say 14, not even 14 days, 10 days, I got an email from the DVLA saying, yeah, we've received all your documents, your bike's now registered in the UK. And they put it back on the old plate that it was on before. So then all I had to do then was pay for my road tax for the year. I included a cheque for £88 for that. Then I sent my old Norwegian plate back to Norway, and then they unregistered it from their system. Anyway, I was riding up to Shrewsbury on the bike and I overtook a traffic cop, and then he overtakes me, puts his sign on in the back window saying follow me. So he pulled into a lay-by and I had to follow him in this lay-by, and he's going, has your bike got an MOT? And I says, look, I've just had it registered, but I had to get MOT'd on the VIN number. He says, right, DVLA haven't updated your MOT status. So he says, it's showing you've got tax, but it's saying you've not got a valid MOT on your bike. And I went, look, if you don't believe me, give me a producer and I'll produce my documents at the nearest police station to say that I've got a valid MOT. And he went, he was quite alright about it actually. He said, look, don't worry, he says, I'll believe you. Just checking, just making sure. I spoke to a nice lady at the DVLA. She said, I'm ever so sorry, I'll update that now. Yeah, so that pretty much is my update with what's been going on with me. So like I said, we've just bought a house up in Shrewsbury, so that's where I'm heading now. I don't like doing motorways all the way up there, and I can't stand the M6 through Birmingham. Then I'll do 417 Gloucester, Cirencester, and then hit Gloucester, Leominster, and then it's the 49 then all the way up to Shrewsbury, which is a great road, 49. But last weekend, or the weekend before, I was up at Horseshoe Pass, just out of Llangollen, however you pronounce it, love in Wales. I was at the Bike Fest, met John McGuinness and Steve Plater, but all round there, Horseshoe Pass, Ponderosa Cafe, all the roads around there are absolutely fabulous. Well, that's me just leaving Loomies now, having had a gorgeous full breakfast. What I'm going to do now is just get on the way. I'll probably speak to you again, hopefully, if I've got battery life left. I will speak to you again nearer when I get back on the A49 up by Shrewsbury. Yeah, I've literally just come off the 417 at just after Gloucester, Cirencester, heading for Ledbury, and we've started hitting some good roads again. I did the A34, M4, 419, 417, all pretty much straight, fast roads. Spent good time, 2:30, so literally been on the road just shy, yeah, well, 2 hours. It's not a bad little journey at all. So crack these couple of villages, get past Ledbury, and then head to Leominster, and then it's the back roads then from Leominster, the 49 up to Ludlow, Church Stretton, and then up to Shrewsbury. And we're just heading now to Church Stretton on the A49, and that's me nearly home then. 16 miles to Shrewsbury, nearly home. You are now in the Shropshire Hills. Well, that's not bad, is it? Not bad little view. Views like that. And views like that. Pretty much. All round here. Gorgeous part of the world. I love it. Right, that's us now in Shrewsbury. And I live about 10 minutes outside of Shrewsbury. So this is the road from, if you were to go from central Shrewsbury, this is the road that I live out on. Yeah, so this is it now. This will be us up in Shrewsbury. Plenty of stuff to come. I've got loads of stuff planned now I'm back. I've been itching to sort of get out and go touring. Have a look around Wales, Aberystwyth. Definitely go up to Scotland. And then also Lake District and Peak District as well, because Snakes Pass and Macclesfield and all that kind of stuff, that's not far from here as well. Anyway, if there's anybody watching that's Shropshire based, give me a bell on the comments below. Or likewise, like I said before, if you've got any routes or any decent roads around here, Welsh borders, on the marches and all that kind of stuff, put them in the comments below as well. Interesting to find out what sort of roads you ride around here. Yeah, Portsmouth to Shrewsbury on a glorious Thursday afternoon. Not been too bad a ride actually. I can imagine it being a bit more miserable if it was raining, obviously. Yeah, these last 3 or 4 months have been like a whirlwind really. I haven't know whether we're coming or going, but this is the Shropshire Hills all around here. Look, this is my backyard now. I'm coming into Ponsbury now, and that's Ponsbury Hill, and then my house is the other side of that hill. Nag's Head there, good Sunday dinner there, really good Sunday roast, love a Sunday roast. Village life is what we are doing now. So we've moved from the city, we've chosen some more rural location, but it's all good. So welcome to Shropshire. I just wanted to give you an update anyway, that's what this video was all about, just giving you a sort of update of what I've been up to. First vlog back in the UK. Cheers for watching, and hope to see you soon on the next vlog. Alright, take it easy.